Where have you been? Since the end of first lockdown, we haven't seen you. Hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to Lockdown 3. And Soph and I, say hello, Soph.
Hi.
Are doing a Cooking with the Cooks Christmas special. Now, we were going to do a starter, but if you're from Yorkshire, there's no need for me to go through starters, because your starter should be, and always should be, Yorkshire pudding. The Yorkshire pudding recipe is on the YouTube channel, Cooking with the Cooks. So have that for your starter. Every time you switch on the TV, there's someone telling you how to cook your turkey, how to cook your gravy, how to cook your carrots. So we're not doing a main course either. We're going to do a pudding. Now, we don't like Christmas pudding in the Cook household, so we're going to do an alternative to a Christmas pudding. I'm going to try and make it look like a Christmas pudding. Now, I have done this recipe before, but we're going to Christmassy it up, make it a bit more adult, a bit more luxurious, and see how we're going on. So we're going to do a chocolate fondant. Now, the basic ingredients for chocolate fondant, you listening? So, if you're listening, 100 grams of unsalted butter, 100 grams of dark chocolate, best dark chocolate you can afford, 100 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of caster sugar, 2 eggs plus another 2 egg yolks only, and a little bit of cocoa powder for dusting. We're going to top it. This morning I got some ice cream. We're going to have an amaretto ice cream. So I've got some ice cream out, let it melt a bit, put a couple of shots of amaretto in. Amaretti biscuits, crush those up and put them through the ice cream as well, and we've saved a bit to serve it with. A few raspberries, and some white chocolate sauce that's going to go on top of our pudding. That is literally 50 grams of white chocolate and 2 or 3 tablespoons of cream in the microwave for about 45 seconds. Just check it, keep stirring, and we get this lovely white chocolate sauce. So about an hour ago, I got some Daryl molds. Now, you don't have to use Daryl molds, you can use ramekins if you've got those or anything, and I brushed them with a bit of butter to stop the pudding from sticking. Remember, this pudding is spongy on the outside, oozy and unctuous chocolate sauce on the inside, so we don't want it to stick, we want it to pop out. It's about exact timings, this one. So nice and well buttered, in the fridge for an hour. What I'm going to do now is just put another layer of butter on to make sure they don't stick, and I'm just going to do 2 for now. We're going to coat them as well in cocoa or drinking chocolate. It's just really, again, to stop them from sticking. So swizzle it round into your next one, so you get a nice even coat. You should have something like that. Got that, Soph? So that's going to mean that your cake is not going to stick. I've got a pan of boiling water and a bowl on the top. Into that bowl, I am going to put my chocolate, 100 grams of dark chocolate, and my butter, 100 grams of unsalted butter. They go in. And just let that melt away slowly. Into a large bowl, we'll do those later. Into a large bowl, eggs, remember 2 eggs and 2 egg yolks, and 100 grams of caster sugar. Now we're going to whisk these up until they become light and fluffy. Now that's going to take 2 or 3 minutes. You can do it in a mixer, you can do it with a hand whisk. I'm just going to do it with my balloon whisker. Come back in about 2 minutes and we'll get cracking with the rest of it. Hello, are you back? I've missed you. We whisk the eggs, so it's a nice, it sort of doubles in size and it goes nice and light, so that should do us. Get rid of the whisk, you don't need it anymore. Right, we're going to sift in our plain flour, 100 grams. Got that end, get rid of it. Any lumps that might be in there. We've taken the chocolate off the heat. Come and have a look at the chocolate, Seth. That's melted. We just need to let it cool for 2 or 3 minutes because it's hot. And we're putting it on eggs. We don't want to scramble our eggs. So just a couple of minutes. So get that flour into your eggs and sugar mixture. There we go. And then with a wooden spoon, let's just get that in. Now you just fold this in, and in a minute when it's all come together we're going to put our chocolate in. So I'm going to set the oven, nearly forgot, 180 fan, 200 non-fan, gas mark 6, and these are going to take about 10 minutes, but we're going to put them in the fridge for 20 minutes before we put them in the oven, just to firm up. So we've got that nice batter. We're going to add our chocolate in thirds. So first third goes in. slowly incorporate that into the mix. Do you want the bowl safe afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay, next third. And if you don't like dark chocolate, don't worry, still use dark chocolate, because once it's all cooked and it's got the eggs and the sugar and the butter, the bitterness of dark chocolate goes, and it'll just be a nice oozy, hopefully oozy, chocolate fondant. Get the last bit in. Okay, what I'm going to do when I've got this mixed in is separate it out into my 4 dusted Darrow molds or ramekins or whatever you're using. Equally, it should come about 2/3 up the side. Then I'm going to put it in the fridge for 20 minutes. So come back then and we'll see how we're getting on. See you in a bit. Bye. Feliz Navidad, we're back. Hello. They've been in the fridge for about 20 minutes. We're just going to do one now. So I'm going to pop it on a baking tray. I've got my oven set to 180 fan. 10 minutes. It's crucial that you set a timer, because if you go over the time, it'll just be a cake. It'll still be a very nice cake, but it'll be a cake. If you're under time, when you try to tip it out, it'll just flop and go everywhere. So 10 minutes. So let me just run through, because it's Christmas, we're going to treat ourselves a little bit. I took some ice cream this morning. I put some a couple of shots of amaretto in. Because we put alcohol in ice cream, it doesn't set as hard, which is nice. And some amaretti biscuits crushed up. So when we open this, if you can see, it should have that going through the middle. So we're going to serve it with that. We've made some white chocolate sauce. Now, if I said it's 50 grams of white chocolate, a couple of tablespoons of double cream in the microwave for 30-45 seconds. If it gets a bit thick, just bob it in the microwave again for 10 seconds and it will come back into some sort of liquid. I'm going to try and make my chocolate pudding look like a Christmas pudding. So a couple of raspberries on the top and a couple of sprigs of mint just to go on it. And since it's Christmas, and Sophie, you will be getting this portion, but since it's Christmas, we're going to serve a shot of amaretto on the side. Now you can serve it with anything you want. We just thought with it being Christmas, we'd go for a bit more indulgent, a bit more grown up, a bit more unctuous. So come back in 8 minutes. We'll see how we're getting on. We'll plate up. See you in a bit. Okay, so we've got about 1 minute left on the pudding. I've just put a little bit of amaretto crumb, amaretti crumb, and I popped a biscuit there just in case somebody wants one. Now we're going to get everything else ready. We're going to put a little bit of our amaretto ice cream, if it comes out, on the side like that. Oh, tidy that up. That'll do. So we've got a bit of texture, nice bit of crumb. We've got our sauce ready to go on, our white chocolate sauce. I've put it in the microwave for another 10 seconds just to loosen it up a bit. And we've got everything that we need to get this dessert done. I'm going to have a look. Let's have a look. Right. Ooh, right. So we'll let that sit for a minute. Soph, if you come here. So, oh, there we go. We want it so it's solid on top, but if you can see, it's coming away at the sides. So I'm just going to get a little knife and run it around the edge, and hopefully, he says, this will be nice and gooey inside. So let's see if we can get it out. There we go. Right, so I've got white chocolate sauce. I'm going to pop that over the top so it dribbles down the side, a bit like a Christmas pudding. Like that, a couple of raspberries. Like that, a little bit of mint. Oh, a little bit of mint. So there's our chocolate. Oh, and a shot on the side. Our chocolate, go over there, Soph. Christmas pudding. With amaretto ice cream, amaretti biscuit. Shall we see if it's liquid inside? You ready? Oh, look at that, Soph. Oozing out. All nice and chocolatey inside. So, there it is. The Cook's Christmas special. Cuisine for the quarantine done for 2020. What a shocking year it's been. We might see you in 2021. We hope you're well. In the meantime, have a lovely Christmas and a happy new year. See you on the other side. Bye bye.